Hello, all glory to Jesus Christ, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. So, I found a channel, E511 Ministries, which think is. I've watched a few of the videos, I haven't watched the whole thing, but it seems to be quite good. So, I'm going to link you one of his videos, and he talks about sort of I've been talking about recently, which is that what we've been shown as the New World Order is not the New World Order. It's not the Antichrist system. What is being exposed as the Antichrist system is not the Antichrist system. The Antichrist system is the system that's going to replace the current world order. The way of looking at it biblically would be, in Revelation 17, you've got the beast. He carried me away in the spirit in the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-coloured beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. So there is 2 systems at play, one riding the other system. And yeah, this video and this just channel is pretty good at sort of differentiating and explaining that. So yeah, I'll link to this video. I highly recommend watching this video. As I said, I haven't watched all of the videos on the channel, so I don't necessarily endorse everything, but taking what we've already been going through a little bit further into Gnosticism and the role of Gnosticism, the New Age, and sort of really differentiating what these 2 things are: the beast system and the whore system. So the whore system would be the harlot system, would be the Jewish, I guess, the not all Jews, but like the Kabbalistic, I guess, the apostate Jews and apostate Christians, you might say, the Zionists, that system. That's the harlot system. And then the beast system is like the Gnostic, pagan, sort of New Age sort of system. The right hand of Satan versus the left hand of Satan. You got the white magicians and the black magicians. You got the Satanists and the Luciferians. It's sort of that differentiation, the beast and the whore. So yeah, this channel, this video, it sort of explains that in a different way, which I think is useful to have that understanding. And it makes sense to me of, you've got I've talked about some of the extra biblical books and how I don't think they're good. And it sort of makes sense to me now how, like the Book of Enoch, that sort of Jewish mysticism, it's an entryway into Kabbalah and all that type of stuff. And it's sort of interesting how people like Rob Skiba and channels like Parable of the Vineyard, who go into Enoch, they then have also gone into keeping the law and keeping Torah observant Christians, you might say. So it's interesting that Enoch seems to be a gateway to that. And then you've got the Gospel of Thomas, which seems to be an entryway into the Nag Hammadi and the Gnostic Gospels, and sort of ascendancy through knowledge, these secret teachings, the secret teachings of Jesus, the secret teachings that have been hidden from us. And so the main thesis in the E511 video is that the truth community and the conspiracy community is actually New Age. It's a New Age, the New Age is sort of about destroying the current order. It is like this oppressive, it's like the demiurge, there's this evil god who's keeping us down, has been repressing us, and that's sort of associated with the Jewish, like the Zionists. The Zionist Jews and the Zionist Christians, and they're keeping us down, and they're saying that we're sinners, and they sort of, Gnostics sort of go into, there's this oppressive God, this God of darkness, who's keeping us down, and we need to wake up and get over our fear of this evil God, which is the true God, who they call Yahweh, by the way. They don't call him Jehovah, as I understand it. So be careful of that name Yahweh. Our God's name is Jehovah, not Yahweh. Yeah, so and then Satan comes along. He's the angel of light. He's the light god, and there's, as I understand it, in my basic knowledge, there's 2 gods. There's the light god, which is in their understanding Lucifer, and the dark god, which is in their understanding Yahweh, but Jehovah, the God of the Bible, the God of Israel, and they're going to follow the light god, who in their eyes is Satan, the devil, to overthrow this current system, which is the evil dark god system, the demiurge or whatever. And so, yeah, there are these two systems, and it's really difficult. It's been difficult to tell them apart, to be honest, because they're both Satan worship. They're both Satan worship. They both serve the same master. And it's this false dichotomy, this light to dark, dark to light, I should say, this QAnon stuff. It all fits in, but it's been difficult. I've been sort of saying that they're all working together, and I think it's not necessarily the case that there's these two: the harlot system, what people are calling the New World Order, and the beast system, the Antichrist system, which is like the Gnostic truth and light sort of system. It's difficult to tell these apart because they both worship Satan, or they both ultimately serve Satan. But actually, there are they're two halves which hate each other, and the light and love New Age system, who's about truth, is going to overthrow the current system, the New World Order system. And yeah, so this video talks about how the truth movement is basically a New Age movement. So it's exposing, like, there is actually evil in the world. There is evil in the world, and sort of the right hand of Satan, you might say, is exposing the evil of the left hand of Satan. And that's what we're seeing at the moment. So there is an evil system in the world at the moment which is going to be overthrown, but it's going to be overthrown by Satan himself. He's going to overthrow, you might say, half of his own kingdom, remembering that he hates the Jews and he wants to destroy them. So he sort of set them up to fail, you might say. So yeah, there's this, Timothy 2, to study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. But shun profane and vain babblings, for they will increase unto more ungodliness. So yeah, rightly dividing the word of truth, that's important. We have the two testaments, you have the two groups of people, you have the Israel and the church, and there's different instructions to Israel and the church. And the similarities there's a lot of overlap, but there are differences. It's the same sort of thing, I think, with Satan's kingdom. There's the two halves of Satan, and you have to rightly divide the word of lies, you might say, to figure it out. So interesting. So I'm just going to link you that video, and you can go check out that channel if you want. And some interesting stuff there. It's just difficult to explain, but I think he does a pretty good job. May Jesus bless you and keep you. Amen.